Sanjay Hegde, can I quickly ask you a question on the freedom of speech here? Can that be applied to what Arundhati Roy said? Again, as as Tehseen is saying, none of us will agree with what she said. But can it be argued in a court of law and here in the studio that she has the fundamental right to say what she wants to say?
Well, that's a problem with free speech. Anything that is popular does not need constitutional protection. It is only for unpopular stuff that free speech gets tested. Now, if I were to say that you're the best anchor in the world, or that Tehseen is the best politician in the world, I'm free to say that. But nobody is going to prosecute me. But if I were to say something nasty about you or about Tehseen, then defamation and other laws would come in. So there are exceptions to freedom of speech. Now, the UAPA is a law which is very, very broadly worded. It actually is overbroad, but it has not been struck down by any court. So you see what Umar Khalid said, and there's a UAPA case against him. But that was something which was prosecuted in time. Here is a case which was 14 years old, and there doesn't seem to be any rational explanation for the delay. I do think that if it was to be challenged in the High Court, the granting of sanction, that would be struck down. Yes, freedom of speech is involved, but there are also exceptions to freedom of speech.
Very quickly.
I think the three cases before us, one he mentioned Umar Khalid and Sharjeel Imam. In Umar Khalid's case, again, the government came in time and there were Delhi riots that followed, which they tried to make some sort of case. Though I don't think Umar Khalid, though I don't agree again with him, should be behind jail on sedition charges. Sharjeel Imam actually called for the cutting off of India, which I do believe it attracts this. He said the Northeast should be cut off and they should be, so that does attract that, in my opinion. Arundhati Roy, whatever she said led to nothing. I mean, Kashmir is even more integrated. But again, you don't agree with it, but there are three separate cases. I don't think they should be equated.
Okay, we'll see how this goes. But what has happened is a development that is certainly making headlines.